What's up, fifth graders? Mr. Richards here. Quarantine week 4. You should be totally done with the National Geographic Explorer reflections, and you should be waiting with anticipation for my next assignment for science. Now, it is Easter week, so I'm not going to assign you anything Thursday. I'm not going to post anything on Thursday. You're getting today's assignment, and then that's going to carry us into next week, and actually it's going to carry us all the way through next week into the following week. We are going to switch into an engineering unit. We're kind of wrapping up some things in our other units. The quarantine kind of changed stuff. So I'm giving you something that's a little more fun. You're going to be using the design process again, which is something we were using earlier in the year throughout a number of experiments. But for this assignment, it's always a really fun one. You are going to be building a bridge. Now, normally, I would say go around, look at the bridges in town. Most of the bridges in Bluffton aren't the most exciting bridges to look at. However, you can go around, get some ideas. A good suggestion I have for you is look on the internet. Some of the most miraculous bridges, very, very cool bridges. New York has some phenomenal bridges. The Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, as well as some across the world. They have some amazing bridges and structures. But you need to understand why certain bridges look the way they do. For this assignment, you are going to be building a bridge. Not your parents, you. What you build that bridge with, I'm going to get to in a second, but here are the parameters you're going to be using, okay? This is going to carry us into next week. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm challenging you to design and build your own bridge that can support weight. Now, behind me on my whiteboard, you're going to see kind of the parameters of what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to show you what it is. So here we have two cliffs. You're going to have to make the cliffs. So you're going to use books, bricks, something like that. The cliffs, how high they are, that's up to you. If you want it to be super dramatic and you want your cliffs to be 4 feet high in the air, so when your bridge finally breaks, which all the bridges should break, it will look more exciting. That's entirely up to you. The big thing here is the gap between the cliffs needs to be 16 centimeters. Use a ruler. Haven't seen one of these in a few weeks, probably. This is a ruler, 16 centimeters. Now remember, you're fifth graders, I shouldn't have to say this, but I don't want to get 10 questions on Google Classroom. 16 centimeters. That's the little cm on here. Yeah, got it. Awesome. Okay. 16 centimeters is your gap. Now the length of your bridge, the maximum length your bridge can be, is 20 centimeters. That means you're going to have 2 centimeters on each side of your bridge that's on the cliff. You're not allowed to secure your bridge to the table or whatever. It has to just be set on top of there, and the objects that could go across it fictionally would just drive across it. So you cannot attach your bridge to the foundation of whatever it's going to be doing. Now here's where I'm going to give you some freedom with how you want to do this. I don't care how wide your bridge is. I don't care how narrow your bridge is. The important thing here is that your bridge has to be sturdy and have some design structure. In previous years I've done this. I've had people just glue a whole bunch of things together and say that's a bridge. No, that's a cluster of sticks or whatever. It doesn't work right. I want you to actually take time and design a bridge. Now, suggested materials. My favorite material to use is pasta, okay? I have spaghetti noodles here. It's like $1.50. You can get them. You probably have some pasta at the house somewhere. It could be spaghetti, it could be angel hair, it could be Alfredo. You can do any type of pasta you want. I'm not going to limit you. Now, gluing the pasta together. You could use white glue, like Elmer's glue. That works. It does take a little while. Or you could get a hot glue gun if you have one. That works really, really good. Don't use tape, because I know somebody's going to say I'll just use duct tape. No, don't use tape. Use a glue material, something like that, to hold it together. Now, before you get to building your bridge, you are going to have to actually design your bridge. So here is how I suggest you make your bridge design. You're going to take a pencil, paper, get a notepad out, and you're going to get out. And the first thing you want to design is the base of your bridge. Now, if you would look at mine, it's 20 centimeters long, okay? And I have my width here at about 10 centimeters. I'm designing how I want the structures to be, and then after I do that part, I'm going to design my supports on the sides. Now the cool thing with pasta is if I take a piece of pasta, it breaks really easily. So I can make my bridge exactly how I want it with the least amount of problems. Now, if you want to use a different material, you go right ahead. I've had people use straws. I've had people use sticks. I've had people use candy canes. I've had people use Lego. That is entirely up to you. I'm giving you that freedom. During this quarantine, we all can't do the same project at home because not everybody has the same resources. Next Tuesday, so today is Tuesday, you have an entire week, okay, to come up with your designs, and you should be starting to build your bridge. Next Tuesday, I'm going to post a video with my bridge partially constructed, and I'll show you how my process is going. And then the following day, next Thursday, I'm going to have my bridge completely constructed, and I'm going to test my bridge. Now, your turn-in assignment for me is going to be next Thursday. I'm going to want you to submit, and I'll post it on Google Classroom next week. So don't be emailing me right now, those of you that work ahead. Don't be emailing me now about when to turn it in. I will post that next week. You are going to be submitting to me your design and a picture of what you are building. Okay? That is all going to be due next week. So right now, you should be designing and researching the best type of bridge that you want to build. Okay? So you have a week to do that. Good luck. Have a wonderful Easter.